Impeller roll water pickup. So my boat, just like my previous one, is equipped with quick disconnect. This right here is a quick disconnect. You pull it out and you disconnect this. This is a pickup hose. It's very tough and it's hard to maneuver it when you're taking off the pump. But when you disconnect this, this is free. Big game changer. Much easier, much faster. Love it. If you don't have one, I recommend you put one on. It's not coming off. I do not understand. I guess it needs a hand. There we go. Oops. So that's how it works. And now we can pull on it from the bottom and see what we can take out. Look at this hole again. Because of this fuel filter here. It's a fuel filter, water separator, and a cooler in one. And everything is in my way now. It used to be on this side. Now it's on this and it's in my way. I'm gonna fight it. I know I'm gonna win. So I hope I can have to. Oh, Houston, we got another problem. What is this? And why is it here? There we go. They made this pipe so short, it's start to get up. Smells like alcohol in here. So, you can't believe this. Whew. So, always be careful what you're doing. This cable here, this one right here, it goes right underneath the hose. So we have to disconnect it first. Make sure we don't rip it off. So you have to take this clip off first. And there it is. There's a little latch on this side that you have to unlatch it to take it out. Where did they go? Where did it go? Wow. Okay. This is really in my way. I used to be able to put my hand in there and grab that hose. Not anymore. Same thing. Here's another thing. That other hose goes right here to a T. This T right here. And there's no play in it. This hose used to go all the way up into your power steering cooler. So this hose used to be this long, and there was a lot of play in it. Now there isn't, because there's a T for the fuel cooler. Somebody really did some great engineering here. Yeah. Why we couldn't put this over here? Why we just didn't leave it on the other side like we had before? There was no problem with it. I had no problem with it. Nobody had a problem with it. Dumb shit engineer had a problem with it. He's not a boater. Or he is a boater that pays everybody else to do this job. Yes, another engineering disaster. Now I can't really call you a dumbass. I was gonna call you that before, but I figured, you know what? I'm sure you guys had a good reason for this. So the cooler is right here. Yes, I did manage to take that hose off, prying it, and finally it's off. But look what happens right here. I swing it over. Guess what's holding it? Guess what's holding it? See the little tongue? Yes. See this? Yes. See this bolt? Yes! You cannot take this off! So, to get the cooler off, you need to get a couple bolts down here, and you have to get some hoses out of the way. So, I'm doing it because I'm already committed to this. And, yes. Annoying, isn't it? So I found a easier way. There's actually a bolt here that holds this bracket right there. So you can take this bolt out, this one here, and then there's a one more bolt in the back here. Right there. So if you take this one and that one up front and this one up front, then you can move your cooler out of the way like I just did here. And now finally, come on, finally it's stuck. It's stuck work. Oh, come on! There we go. We got this. We got this. We got this. We got this. It's free. Now we can change the impeller. So, obviously there's more work. A couple more bolts. Unfortunately, you have to disconnect this no matter what. But you have to disconnect the cooler, fuel filter / water separator. Let's go take this sucker apart now. Take this apart. You loosen these two screws, and they're 10 millimeters. Just so you know, you're gonna need 10 millimeters, 13 millimeters, 14 millimeters, and 5/16 and extensions. So if you get yourself a set like this, you'll pretty much do everything on your boat. And this is a handy tool. I got it on a garage sale a long time ago. I'm using this for my... It's perfect, because when you have your nut on, you can always take it off, and it works perfectly. So that's for that. So you take these two off, and there's one on the side. You take that one off, and then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, and you see the crack. This assembly comes off. I believe this boat, it has 200 hours on it, of which I put a 50 last season. I don't believe this was ever serviced. This is too nice, painted, no scratches on the bolts. I just put these scratches on. I don't believe this was changed, just like my fuel filter. I hope the engine oil was changed, but anyway, we're changing it now, so it's gonna run beautiful. Can't wait to open this up and see what's inside. And voila! Wow, text actually is really nice. Not so. This surface has to be flat. This here invites the air to come in. Fortunately for me, I don't know if you can see this, but there's a lip right here. Once this lip is gone, there's going to be air sipping through it, and this will not pull through. Now, yes, this is original factory installed impeller. The reason it's already cracking here, if you can see it. I'm going to try to rotate it for you so you can see. Bam. See, this is invitation for failure. This wing, it's about to come off. Wow, this was on its last leg. Well, we have a new one, and didn't quite decide it yet because I didn't know how bad it's going to be inside, but this is bad. Like I said, there is a lip here and there's a lip here, but this is definitely not good. This is supposed to be flat. It's flat, flat, flat. I might just resurface this. Yes, it's going to make this a little bit thinner, but I'd rather have this thinner than have this. This is asking for failure, and this is the most of the time why the engines are overheating, because they're not getting enough water because there's air sipping through it. So I'm going to resurface this. It was working pretty good, didn't have any problems, but yeah, I'm gonna make this better, and we're gonna change this, that's for sure. Yes, there are some pieces missing. Probably went bye-bye. But this impeller is definitely broken. If this would cracked off and got stuck, that would be another reason why the engine would overheat. Now we have the same issue on the bottom here, but it's not so bad. It's just in the center here. So the outsides and the inside here is still in a pretty good shape. Don't have to do anything on this side, but definitely have to do something with this one. I'm gonna have to polish it or grind it or do something. I'll take it home and I'll probably sand it down. It's bronze, and it looks like it's a pretty good bronze. It's yellowish, so we'll fix that at home. In the meantime, I'm going to take this O-ring out. We have a new O-ring. New impeller. So here's our new impeller, and yes, originally $65. I purchased it for $15.99. Marine Products. I used this before, never had an issue with it. Well, let me put it this way, it never fell apart on me, but I do tend to change my impellers every year. And if I don't use a boat that much, every other year, but I do like to change it every year, so I don't get to this. Now, I bought the boat last year, I'm sorry, a year before. That's going to be my actually a second season, because the first one it wasn't. And supposedly they changed this. I don't think so. I never had a impeller that looked that bad after 2 seasons. Never cracked, This one is falling apart basically. It's bad. I have some old ones at home. I'm actually at the marina, so I don't have an access to my garage, which sucks. I'll tell you what, this is the first time I have my boat here at the yard, and it's nice because it doesn't sit by the house. My wife was kind of okay with it, but my village inspector wasn't, so I had to get it into the yard. And it kind of sucks because this thing would be done already. I would take it to the garage and sand it down, make it smooth. A few other things, like yesterday I came here and I started working on it, and of course I forgot a couple tools, so I didn't get much done. But all the tools, like when I bring this, it's okay, it does the job, but I have more other tools that would make the job much easier. So yes, marina, I mean the boatyard is great, all the other bigger boats, and you know, but working on this is much better when it's next to your house. So just a comparison, this is how it looks when it's brand new. And yes, this guy would not do much work anymore. And of course, you know, putting it in, it's going to be a job on its own, but it's doable. I always bend it, and I'll put them in. Which way does it go? You guys remember? This way or this way? It was this way because I remember this crack was on the top, or this crack was on the top, or this crack was on the top. It's okay. I'll check the video. Ha ha!